Hi, my name is Fernando DUarte and I'm going to talk to you about the first chapter of biology that is called the science of biology. This topic is divided into three subtopics. The first one is what is science? Well, what is science? Science is an organized way of gathering and analyzing evidence about the natural world. Science have these goals: provide natural explanations, investigate and understand patterns, explain events, and make useful predictions. Science follows this methodology. These steps of this methodology are as observing and asking questions, inferring and forming a hypothesis, designing a controlled experiment. In a controlled experiment, you have two variables, the dependent and independent variable. In the independent variable is where you change something, and the dependent variable is where you can see if that thing you change is changing. Well, then you have to collect and analyze data. This is helpful to make a conclusion. A conclusion is really important because here is where you see if your hypothesis is valid and if you prove it or you failed it. Now, you drawing a conclusion also is important because you can see if you need to go back and understand what you did wrong and do it again if you need to. The second chapter is called Science in Context. First of all, what helps scientists generate ideas are curiosity, skepticism, open-mindedness, and creativity. Technology is really important in science because technology is what reflects from science. Well, what is a peer review? A peer review is an article in a scientific journal that allows researchers to share ideas and to test and value each other's work. It is really important to share ideas because then you can prevent other scientists to commit the same mistakes you made. Avoiding bias. Bias are the things that are specific from each person as the other you get or the way you see things. That's why scientists is trying to avoid bias. The last subtopic is the study of life. Well, there are some characteristics of living things. Living things are made up of basic units called cells, are based on a universal genetic code, obtain and use materials and energy, grow and develop, reproduce, respond to their environment, maintain a stable internal environment, and change over time. They have a special genetic code called DNA. This is short for deoxyribonucleic acid. This is where all the genetic information is written. They have stimulus, sexual reproduction, and asexual reproduction, homeostasis, metabolisms, and they have evolutions. The study of biology revolves around several interlocking big ideas: the cellular basis of life, information and heredity, matter and energy, growth, development and reproduction, homeostasis, evolution, structure and function, unity and diversity of life, interdependence in nature, and science as a way of knowing. Biology is divided in a lot of fields, as global ecology, biotechnology, building a tree of life, ecology and evolution of infectious disease, genomics and molecular biology. Most scientists use the metric system when collecting data and performing experiments. This is to get good conclusions. And the scientific measurement can be get in a lot of ways, but non-biology they use length, mass, volume, temperature, and this is to get good results and to get a lot of really good conclusions because it's really important to give a good conclusion in order to get the answers that you want and to let other people know what you already discovered for them not to commit the same mistakes you did. So thank you for your attention, and this is all for the chapter 1.